think it is. I'm going to see what is going on, okay?
It's in 5 p.m.
I'm going to mute me.
We're starting now. Just be muted, whoever doesn't talk, okay? All right. We are live now. I can see it here. Live on Facebook. Anyone can watch it live on Facebook who doesn't connect on the Zoom call. So welcome, everyone. Thanks for being here. It's an honor to have you here on a special day. And it'll be memorable. And it's a good thing. You want to do good things in this type of year, like in a birthday, my birthday. So I want to do this exclusively because it's something really important. I think, like I was telling Natalia before, whatever you do in the day of your birthday is kind of what's going to manifest the next 365 days of the year. So thanks again for joining this group, for being part of this group called Who Am I, which is all about self-image. And we bring here people who brings values. You know, the self-image is all about self-value, the self-perceived values, right? And I think most people don't have it optimal at all times, right? But the way we can enhance our self-value, self-esteem, self-perception, the picture of ourselves is in groups like this, where we all can share values. It's all about the sharing the values. And it doesn't really matter if the person has a degree or not. We're all here about the personal values. I think most people in this world don't have any degree, but there's an incredible, massive value. So it's not about the degree. It's about what you bring to the table. And what you bring today, ladies, is incredibly valuable. I think many people can benefit from this because it's all about, today is all about health, right? And in health, there's a lot of untold secrets in this world. We're conditioned to believe that what the doctor tells you, what the medicine gives you, and if we don't know it commercially, then it doesn't exist. And that's not true. You ladies can show today that with your own issues, you came across things with all the research you did because you had not many choices. So you came across something that can save many people from many problems. And you're here today to share what this is about. I'm not going to anticipate what it is about. I'm just saying that it's all about health. And we're today here with our guests, Natalia, Maria, and Elena, and a couple more people watching with us with testimonials as well. So we're going to start knowing you personally, ladies. Who are you? And then we're going to start getting into the stories and into what is this miracle that we're talking about. So who wants to start today telling us about who you are, where you come from? How about you, Maria?
Okay, yeah. Let me start with me. I will start like this. Welcome and congratulations for the person who invited you to this amazing information. And congratulations to you for accepting the invitation. I am fortunate enough to come to this group, Who Am I? I am originally from Moldova, but living in Ireland for the last 17 years. I live with my 4 kids and my mother. I meet Elena and Natalia through these amazing molecules. And this is a little bit about me. You can go next, Natalia, maybe.
Yeah, hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining tonight. I am originally from Moldova as well as Maria, and we met in Ireland 2 years ago. But 1 year ago, I came across a Facebook ad, and then was a very interesting comment about a lady who was struggling with some health issue, and somebody comment on that ad. So one of the person, it was Elena, and she was giving a very, very short, brief advice. Give to your mom the molecules. So that was the start for me and the end of my researching, because I was researching for 4 months after I've been facing a very important health challenge.
You were also looking for your mom?
Excuse me?
You were looking for some issue related to your mom?
Somebody on the Facebook was looking for something for her mom. So Elena was commenting on that. And I was reading all the comments because it took my attention. So that specific name of the molecules took my attention. So everything starts from there for me. I've been fortunate enough to come across that ad, and actually it was end of my researching because I finally found what I was looking for. So this is the point that I met Elena. Then a little bit about myself. I'm here in Ireland 8 years already. I'm here with my family. I am educating three beautiful boys. My husband is here. Part of my husband's family is here. So yeah, we have kind of life now in Ireland. So I met Maria. She's from my origin city. Then I met another lady. She's from my origin city. And actually with Elena, Maria, we are just 5 minutes, 10 minutes far from each other, and we never knew it before. We never met before. So this was like amazing. And I do believe that nothing happened with no reason. Nothing happened with no reason. So I'm sure that this is something that will be part of something very, very powerful in the future. Elena?
Yes. Mute yourself.
Elena?
Hi guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Emilian, for this opportunity. Thank you very much for these lovely, lovely ladies. So like I said, my name is Elena. I'm originally from Romania, and I came to Ireland in 2004, so a few good years ago, for better chance, better life for me and my two girls. I have one daughter, Alexandra, she's 32 now, and one youngest, 24, and I'm a new granny for the last 3 weeks for a fantastic, lovely baby girl, Isabel. Now, I know we are here to try to share something very important. What I try to say for the start, what happened in my life, in my family, in my personal life, this miracle, I can't find words. So things like happen in the life, sometimes you stay and think how I could put this in words, not to lose the fascinating things, not to lose the important, but at the same time, I'm hungry to share with everybody my experience, my change life for good experience. And I'll try to say for the start, what happened in my life. Before I say what I met in my life, I have to say, few years ago, 6 years ago, my eldest daughter started to get very ill. When I said very ill, it means she started to degrade her health from one step to another. She started big depression, anxiety, fears. We went to different doctors to check. Sometimes she was concerned she has something on her belly. Another time she has something on her throat. So was all the time actions, fears, depressed. Don't open the windows. I don't want to see the sun. I don't want to leave. Like a mother, I was really concerned. I tried to find somebody to help her, like a therapist, a counseling. I got 2 specialists in our language and 3 in English because I thought she can connect. The depression, the fears could not be solved. And why I started this, because after this has happened maybe 10 years before my daughter has a physical problem. So she has an open wound, an anal fistula. It is an open wound, anal gland, very painful, lots of infections and abscess, and she started to lose weight. She started to lose energy. Then she has started to have problems with digestion problems. She has diarrhea, and then she lose the hair. All over, I could see her body was degraded step by step. Of course, we tried to fix the problem. We went to a private clinic here in Dublin, and twice we went to another private clinic in Bucharest, in my country. Private, it means, for everybody knows, very expensive. We did the best, but nothing happened. 5 years, my eldest daughter was in pain, depressed, digestion problems, no mood for life, but she tried, like, drag her legs step by step. And one moment I remember one doctor told me, like a mother, when I asked what happened, what's going on, the doctor said, your daughter's body doesn't want to be healed. Do you imagine what happened for me when I heard something like that from a doctor? Like, my daughter's body doesn't want to be healed. What happened, guys? Like a model, human being, I said, what's going on here? Last year, so 5 years sufferings, miserable life. We didn't expect anything. We just stay, pain. She couldn't keep a job because she lost the energy. The life was miserable for her. Last year, exactly last year in October, I attended to a meeting group from women when they talk about nutrition, about was a physiotherapist, it's well there. And for the last 3-5 minutes, somebody talk about a product, like a molecules. And I remember what I got in my mind was they have zero toxicity and they are native to our body. Do you know something? Because English is not my first language. I went home and I say, okay, what it means native? Okay, native, it means we have already. And that time last year in the summer, I was starting to go to college, UCD, Dublin College University, to do sociology, social science. This was in the summer. In December, when I got this bottle from that presentation, I dropped the university and I didn't do any more sociology. I started to do physiology. I was very curious. If they said in this bottle are molecules, I want to find out where are these molecules in our body. Because as like a simple person, you don't know too much about your body. You know, you have heart, liver systems, but not too much in that level. So now, Emilio, if you don't mind, I want to share a few slides. What I did myself, the minute I found about this product. So, one second, I think. Now, like I said, I love to think we are the result of all our choice in life. Doesn't matter what it is. Could be a choice, financial choice, and the relationship choice, the neighbors, the exercise you do. But because today we love to talk about health, I want to say optimal health is a choice. Last year, I chose to find out more about these molecules. But before I go to this product, I want to find out about these molecules which are in our body. So then what I start to do? The image is okay, guys. You could see what is here or not yet. Hello? Do you see the image?
I can see.
It's too wide, Elena.
It's too wide. Okay, thank you. Just
Yeah,
give me
just
a second. Just a second. I'll be here. Just a second. I want to be right. Where are you? Here. And now I start to share. How is now? Is the same? Natalia, how is now?
yeah.
Is the same?
No, it's not good.
It's too wide, Elena, too big.
Yes.
All the
Okay,
screen.
okay,
You can
okay,
see all.
okay.
Take your time.
Okay, I'm sorry guys for this.
No rush, no rush.
Yeah,
There's
because
some
I have just a few very important slides.
Elena, do it again. Take it easy.
Yeah, look. It's the same?
It's the same as the beginning.
It's the right image or not, girls?
It's too wide, you know, you can't see everything. Just have to make it like a show presenter view, if you can put.
Yeah, show presenter. I'm here, girls, I'm here. Now I think I'm right. You know, I'm not let. 1 second. Here, share points. Exactly. what I didn't want.
Let me go a little bit, and then you come back when you fix it. You want me to do
Just little bit with your testimony till I fix this, please. Thank you.
I will just go with, like, a little introduction. I'll do it.
Yes, with your testimony. Yeah.
Yeah, testimony, or yeah, okay, I'll do my testimony. If I say my story is related to inflammation and joints and bones degeneration. After an accident 5 years ago, the health problems began. I had really severe problems with the inflammation and unbearable pain. After doing an X-ray, I found out that I had problems with the bone degeneration. I used all kinds of ointments and all kinds of very strong pills to relieve the pain, and all that was recommended by the specialist. And I was passed for a more detailed examination, where I still waiting now 3 years for my turn to do all this necessary tests. But what I want to say, I want to confess that I see a completely changed my life from the first moment. It had, from the first moment, like it had an impact even in the first 12 hours. In the morning when I wake up, I had no inflammation or pain. It's like a miracle happened overnight. I see it gave me the freedom to feel much better. And now even I can gladly do all my sports and my activities. It's amazing. Like, I was struggling and pain. I was couldn't, if I will say, when I was going to the bathroom, when I was sitting down and stand up, I was in pain. And it's not easy to have this pain. And every day you go into the bathroom, not once, not twice. And it was very desperately, like nothing helped me. The medicine, they take the pain just for a time, and then after that come back, it coming back. And also, what I want to say, this product doesn't cure, treat, prevent. It's just to help your body to improve the health. It helps the body alone to get better.
So it cancer repairs. It repairs.
It's not repair. It's healing itself. The body heal itself.
So it helps the healing.
It's help the healing itself. It's help the cells get in better condition. It would say it would repair.
Maybe if there's a damaged area, maybe it helps with the repairing.
You see, Emilio, mine was bones degeneration. Can you imagine that? To go to something to have in our body, to go to your bones, which it help bones degeneration. This is very serious problem, It's very, very serious, because the people, they live in pain, And when you feel the pain, this is the extreme, when you will do anything just not to be in pain. Like I can do now, I'm happy because I can go out, walk, and not having the same pain, which is, I don't know if anything else will help in so fast time, I don't know anything else.
You used to wake up in the night with pain?
Yes, I have in the night time pain also. It was the back pain. It's the back pain I have also.
You tell me something about degeneration. Is that a health issue that you come with, or that happened after the accident?
The degeneration, it's because I am very young, I shouldn't have this problem. But because I had an accident, the accident, it's caused faster the damaging in my body, because it's hit the back, and from the back it went to all my bones. And for this reason, it starts the bone degeneration in early stage.
Okay.
This is the reason also, because of the accident, And this is my real little bit testimony. Of course, I have my mother. She's 70 years old in my house, and she have all the bouquets. She have diabetes, blood pressure, and cholesterol. Yeah, and just last month we went for a blood test, and they said that all her results came absolutely great condition. She feel great, and my mother, she's old and she's not interested actually what I'm doing, because she trusts me, and when I tell her, please, if you will use the supplement, maybe it will help you feel better. And then she was amazed. Until now, she's saying, I can't believe, what is this? All the world should try it. Like everybody should try it. Said, I feel good, I feel great, I can move. And she was very, very sick. She was feeling to get, to buy a stick already. She couldn't go upstairs. And now she's running upstairs. She's going upstairs and downstairs. And she was saying, oh my God, 1 year ago, she was saying, oh, I was thinking to get the stick. I was thinking, that's it, I can't go upstairs anymore. I will stay just down. Because all this and her, all the problem make her very tired. All the sickness she was having, like the blood pressure and cholesterol and diabetes, like it make her feel very tired. Now I am so amazed how she is talking. Anyway, Elena, you can go now, please.
Unmute yourself, Elena. Unmute yourself. Elena.
You hear me now, yeah?
There you go, there you go. And now it looks perfect.
Oh, thank you very much, guys. The technology, I love to talk. I love somebody do the technology to me, and I just be myself. Anyway, thank you very much. I really appreciate. Now, where I was. So last year, when I found out one presentation, somebody gave me that bottle, I choose to find out more about what is inside our body. So I like to talk a little bit more about our redox signaling molecules from outside, from our body. They said it's in this body, in this bottle. Now, before everything, my daughter started to take this supplement straight away last year in October. I came home from that presentation. I said to her, and she said, I don't think I have nothing to lose. I don't think I'll get worse than I am. So she was desperate. She was nothing to lose. She said, I got digestion problem, depression, lose weight, lose the hair, open wound, very painful, lots of infection. What could be worse, Mom? She said to me. Now, she started to drink this supplement, and I start to dig up what's going on in our body. So I chose to find out about our health on a cellular level, guys. Everybody knows about stomach, liver, pancreas, brain, but not cellular level. So then I go to physiology to study myself, simple person, go and study, find out what is physiology. Physiology is a science of life on a cellular level. And then I study myself, and I present to you in a simple way to understand what's going on here. So I found the atoms make the molecules, molecules do the genes, genes have lots of organelles and cells. Now, here we go. Don't forget, keep in mind, my daughter started to use this supplement, which they said is redox signaling molecules, who works in a cellular level. Okay. I said, okay, they said that. I have to find out more, and I have to be something like everybody knew before. So what I did, I keep going, and I found out actually it is a Nobel Prize, guys, Nobel Prize in 1998 for the first time, when these three guys found what's going on a cellular level, like redox signaling molecules. You see the pyramid or our body? We knew we have cells, the cells do the tissues, tissue the organs, organs the system, and here we go, we are. But on the foundation of our body, on our function to the tissues, organs, and system are these fantastic redox signaling molecules. They were found, we found about this in 1998. I didn't know about that. I don't know if you know about that. So then start to make little bit connection, what they said about this and exist in our body. Now, when I start to study a little bit more about this Nobel Prize, what's going on a cellular level, I want to know what are redox signaling molecules from our body. And I understand they are produced from our cells, mitochondria. It's a simple, it's not big science. You don't have to be a big doctor and study. We know our cells, mitochondria from our cells produce the energy. Without this energy, we can talk, we can move, we can think. But the moment when the cells produce this energy, like a byproduct, if I could say that, they produce these redox signaling molecules. It's very reactive. When these redox signaling molecules are in balance, the cell function is perfect. It's like a signal, plus and minus. It's a balance. And now, go back and see how important are these redox, where they are on the foundation. They are the foundation, our health, healing, existence, thinking, breathing, everything. Okay, then I saw, okay, if they are so important for the body produce themselves. Why Alex need a supplement? I still think what's going on in the bottle, but I still study. This took me a year. I say, if our body produce these molecules, for what Alex need this supplement? Because first week when she started to use the product, first sign of healing was depression. First, she was a little bit confused, fuzzy head. And then I say, okay, she took this supplement, what's going on? And then she said, wow, the flowers have colors. The sky is lovely. Even I tell you, Ireland is a very raining country, but she loves the rain, the flowers. What happened? This balance on the cellular level detect her problem, the depression, solve the depression. First step, guys, this is the truth. When I say, okay, now why my daughter need these molecules? Look what I found out. And I hope you'll agree with me. Look at this, what happened here? When you are a child, we have 100% our body produce these molecules, redox signaling molecules. Why? Because our cells are healthy. A healthy health has a healthy mitochondria, and they do the redox molecules. But with the age, start an imbalance. Our molecules produce less energy. Less energy, it means less mitochondria. Less mitochondria means less redox signaling molecules. Here you go, what happened in our body. Doesn't matter how healthy you are, after 12 years age, our body produce less and less. Plus, diet, stress, toxins, all these things what do affect our cell, and when the cells are not healthy, they can't produce these two fantastic redox signaling molecules. They are the signal. The signal, it means when something happens inside of the cell and between the cells is very important. When the cell change her function, change her form, something attack the cell, the signal, if the signal is good, the cell start to do her job like the body should do his job. What happened with Alex? What happened with her? I told you for the start, she was depressed. She has lots of anxiety, fears, concerns. That attacked her cells, and the cells couldn't produce this fantastic redox signaling molecule, the signal to detect what? Deterioration of her bacteria on the intestinal line, deteriorate, and not to solve, immune system was down, not could solve the problem, physical problem. Now the point, now I understand what the doctor said, but he didn't say right. He said, your daughter's body doesn't want to be healed. No, Emilio, and everybody who listened this conversation, this presentation, doesn't matter what you call it. No, her body wasn't able, immune system was down. Redox signaling molecule was gone because they couldn't detect where is the problem, step by step. And my daughter got from bad to worse, like in a physical way, mental way. So now, step by step, I want to stay connected with me about my daughter keep using the supplement, the product. Second step on her healing process was the digestion problem. So she has diarrhea 5 years, guys, 5 years every day. When these tiny, tiny redox signaling molecules like you see we have in our body, and I suppose was in this bottle as well, detect the second problem, the digestion. So they renew the intestines. So what I learned myself, what I know, and maybe you know as well, our intestine, the line of the intestine, they are renewed every 4 days, every 4 days, natural. When Alex took this supplement to redox signaling molecules, the renew of the intestine was every day. And she said, oh my God, Mom, I feel I have a taste of intestine in my mouth. The intestine start to, the bad get the new place, bad new place. And the area was gone. The second, okay. Keep going, guys. I said, okay, my daughter is using the product. I start to be very optimistic. I saw few results and I keep going with my study. Of course, when the people saw, wow, how important are these redox signaling molecules? They knew about these molecules till 1998. They understand what happened in our body. They try to produce outside the body. Fair play to them. Look what happened here. A bunch of people, smart, people who want to do something for this world, to do to the health, to the people, and they could produce these redox signaling molecules in the labs, and they stabilized to good use. And this was the best, the biggest breakthrough till was the penicillin in 1945. It's very important to keep this in your mind. Now, I saw what happened in our body natural. I saw, they said in this bottle are redox signaling molecules. I saw improving in my daughter's life. And here you go. We have science proving. And then I'll go quick. So yeah, how they made these molecules. Guys, our body produced the molecules, the cells produce these redox signaling molecules because they have, what is the basic? Salt in water. They are floating, they are bathing in salt in water. How you could check that? I am not a science person, I am not a doctor, but I know when my tears are here, I could test, they are salty. Perspiration are salty. Even the blood are for test of salt. So this is the truth. They took in the lab, and what they did, they get the water and salt, and then they broken down the floating atoms, and when they destructured it, they put together these redox signaling molecules. They are stabilized the same like in our body. Why I believe is the same like what is in this bottle is the same like our body? Because Alex has already maybe 2 months. Alex is my daughter, which I'm talking about her. 2 months already, no side effects, just positive effects. So I'll present just in a few words, because if you want more information, you'll find lots of information after this. It's the world's first only redox signaling molecules outside the body. It's painted, no competition, simple to use. Like I said, we have the molecules liquid in the bottle, and we have the gel. The gel. In the gel, after 4 years in the market, after we have the molecules, the gel has, I think, 3 times more intense redox signaling molecules here. And when you apply this gel everywhere, guys, everywhere means everywhere. I used on my gums, I put in my gums, I brush my teeth with this gel. It's good for age spots, elasticity, stretch marks, cellulite. I could keep going, but the question is why it's so good? Straight away when you apply, 30 seconds, go through the skin and work where? On a cellular level. Here is all the secret. When you get this point, everything starts on a cellular level. Any inflammation, any problem in the body start on a cellular level, then come on, start to solve the problem on a cellular level. So this is an amazing, amazing gel with molecules. And we have This is for the skin scars. It's more concentrated with molecules. It's like for women, the more concentrate. And we have a few, like you see, sours omega-3, but we'll talk about this next time. Now, it's an honor for me now to tell you who is the founders to this fantastic technology. This bunch of people, the science, they need the money, of course, to finish their research, to finish their technology, to bring in the market this fantastic product. So this is a father and a son, Verdis Norton and Tyler Norton. They turn off offer for a big pharma. Yes, the big pharma, do you know what they did? They came to them. Of course, they are business people. They want to make money. They invest, and then after this, they want to make money. But what happened? The moment the big pharma saw what they have here, they offer lots of money. And they said, give me all the information, everything what you have, and we'll take it from here. These people, they think more for the people than for the money. And I truly believe this amazing product that exists only in our body need the people like these two guys. They think about people. They say, no, we'll bring this big life-changing technology to the people in the world by mouth to mouth. This is the truth, guys. I found to a guy in that presentation. I told to Natalia, Natalia told to Maria, and I tell you the best news, 35 countries in the world already for the last 10 years, they use these products. No any advertisement on a telly or a newspaper, no, because I had results. I want to tell you, wherever you are, wherever you live, wherever you listen this is now it's coming a mission for me. So these two fantastic guys, and I'll say God bless them, they turn back the big their offer and they bring to the people. Now, I want to, before I keep going, I have to tell you what ASEA Redox. ASEA is the name of the company. Redox, reduction, oxidation, are the tiny, lovely molecules in our body and in this bottle. They are not minerals, they are not antioxidants, they are not exotic juice, they are not essential oil, they are not CBD oil. No, they goes beyond the nutrition and ingredients. Guys, stay with me a second here. Why I truly believe this redox signaling molecules go beyond nutrition and ingredients. Doesn't matter what you introduce in your body. Doesn't matter how organic, how the best it is, how somebody you have to take these antioxidants. If your body on a cellular level is not balanced, it's not healthy to absorb what you give from outside and to get out the rubbish, the toxin from the cell, it's helpless. It's not good. So this goes beyond the nutrition and ingredients. And of course, you'll achieve a result like you can't believe. And more than everything, lots of people, they believe this is the missing link to better life, vitality and healing. I can't forget, I have to remind you why Alex's body didn't want to be healed, because was the missing link, immune system to detect what is the problem and to fix the problem. Now, I want to talk a little bit about, you can imagine this product is for the last 10 years on the market, if is FDA facilities approved. And here I want to take your attention, a special two labs. You see, Bioagilitics lab, this is the top class lab in America. Do you know what they said? They certificate our product, and this bottle, it's redox signaling molecules, truly, and it's zero toxicity, 100% no harm to the people. So it's certificate. And I want to take your attention to another independent laboratory, is Taurit. Look at this. And here, before I go that, I have to do a claim. And let's be very clear here. What we have in this ASEA Redox molecules, this product is not intended to treat or cure or diagnostic or prevent any disease or any medical condition. No, no. This doesn't treat you, doesn't prevent you. Give to the body the power to do for what he's the better know to do. Our body is healing himself. Give it the tools. But what is in this bottle doesn't treat you. You know what happened? Give your body to do his job the best he can. Immune system, press the button. Antioxidants, press the button. When these two tiny redox signaling molecules are in a balance, the signal is perfect, is not confused, and knows exactly what to do. Now, I want to make a connection again between these redox signal molecules and Alexandra's body. Do you see this laboratory? It's independent. It's Tau Ray laboratory. They do a placebo, 8 weeks placebo test. And in conclusion, they found the gene signaling pathways was in a positive impact in 5 major areas of health. Okay, guys. Immune system, inflammatory response, cardiovascular health, health digestion, and immune hormone modulation. Now, again, come back to Alexandra. Do you see here, they prove what we have in this bottle change in 5 major areas, health and healing. Alex changed in 4. Immune system was down, she couldn't be healed the open wound. Inflammatory response, the inflammation was too big, couldn't control, was all over in her body. Digestion, I told you about her diarrhea, and hormones, because she started to lose the hair. She has a problem with thyroid, but I have to claim again, the Prozen doesn't help solve her problems. The product, the supplement, give the body the power, to Alex's body to be healed. So 4 out of 5, personal and my daughter. I could see step by step. And here as well, what is the function of this redox signaling molecule? Signaling. Everybody here signal. When the signal is right, is not confused, they first protect your body. And don't forget, cells, it means health cell, heart cells, liver cells, pancreas health, nerve cells, brain cells. Everywhere you have living cells, this has happened. First protect. When something is wrong, a bacteria, a virus, or the cell get different, like phony, unhealthy shape. Detect, this has happened to Alex, repair, and if you can't repair, replace. This has happened, it's very simple. And this has happened on Alex's body. Guys, it's amazing because I could see what they said. Alex didn't use anything at all, anything. After 4 months, 4 months and a half, so was depression gone, thyroid problems because her head started to lose, why she has no energy was gone, digestive problem, diarrhea gone, even the open wound. Now, stay with me, please, guys. What about open wound? Do you see this spray bottle? She used the molecules liquid to drink, and she sprayed the wound with these molecules, like eye spray. I use in my eyes, I use in my ears, the molecules. She sprayed the wound. And after 4 months and a half, her wound was healed from inside outside. It's gone. This was Alex's story with this supplement. Before I finish this, I have to claim again. Let's be very clear. This product from this bottle doesn't solve any issue of my daughter's body. Do you know what it did? The power to body to do his job. That's it. If you want more information, please, guys, go to www.aseaglobal.com, www.aseascience.com, and www.theredox.com. Please don't go to Google. I didn't go to Google, guys. I'm sorry, I have to be honest. If you want to go to www.googleschool.com to learn something. Google has bad things and good things about everything, about Bible, about Mercedes, about Michael Jackson, good and bad. No, if you want to be proper, get the proper knowledge and the truth, go to these websites. Because I love to say, Emilia, and you find the truth set you free. Set you free for what? Anxiety, confusion, knowledge. This is what happened with me. Of course, before I go, I have to say something about myself as well with these fantastic products. Guys, ASEA, the company, is changing the world one cell at a time. I tell you, before I change the world one cell at a time, this product, this astonished technology, changed one cell at a time on my daughter's body. 5 years of pain, 5 years of frustration. Why me? Why happened to me? In one stage, do you know, Emilia, what she said to me, Mom? Who create me can change every single cell in my body. We didn't know about these molecules. This was 5 years before. And you know what I thought then? I said, my daughter is losing her head, her mind. And another friend, I say, hey, you don't think you're like in a Jesus time, get your bed and walk. Guys, this was miracle. Alice took her bed and walked. Now, we talk about digestion, we talk about losing hair, we talk about open wound, and now the big surprise. She tried to get pregnant. After using 4 months, these molecules, her body was relaxed, healed, and the reproduction system was ready to reproduce. She got pregnant, and we have the first molecules baby, Isabel, perfect, healthy, perfect, natural birth. And I have to tell you, Alex didn't interrupt this supplement. She took before she got pregnant, during the pregnancy, and now she's feeding her baby and still use the molecules. And the doctor said, wow, even the baby has a perfect, fantastic hydration, like she's hydrated, but the baby has just three weeks. They could see from the skin, from the skull. So amazing, astonished, thank God for these amazing molecules. About me, guys, in 2 words, I feel better than I was 40s, more energy, mood for go for walk, exercise, better concentration, fantastic sleep, fantastic mood. Everything is the fantastic level because I put molecules in my body to have a bath, to have a balance. And I tell you something, I'm nearly 60. I have no words. Before I go, I want to show you a picture with Alex's permission. Look at this, guys. How? Because the thyroid was an imbalance. When she started to drink the molecules and use the gel, look at her hair. Start to grow hair, like crazy hair from hair. This is my daughter, Alexandra. It's a real picture, personal testimony. Even you have thousands pictures in our Facebook group, but this is Alex. Do you see here? Next. And this, now another example. I have a friend, all friends, I asked their permission. She's a nurse. Her name is Monica. Like you see here is a skin challenge, guys. Look at this. I took the pictures. And the last, and not the least, and not the last, here's we have a friend, a common friend in the UK. Zavinta is her husband. These are our testimony. So works Emilio, everywhere where is health, where is cell, where is life is working, and not just human. Do this to the animals. We have testimony with the animals, and we have testimony with the plants. When we talk about animals, do you know what happened? Stop sharing. This it means it's not I'm thinking. A dog is not thinking is drinking molecules from a bottle and get better. No, this is real. Now, guys, thank you very, very much for this. For me, it's a huge opportunity to share. I could talk, and please, who listen this testimony or this presentation, come back to us. I have more, and more study, more testimony. God bless all. It was a fantastic time to me to spend with you all. And of course, Natalia, please, because this is not just health, Emilian, is wealth as well. If you have a complete, happy health and wealth, and because we have in our hands this product with these results, it's a huge financial opportunity to everyone who want to join us to introduce this to the world, not just like a mission, like a business too. Please, Natalia.
Yes, Helena, absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much. It was amazing. I can everything you said, it's coming back again and again, and you tell this story so many times, and every time, every single time, you have your emotions. I get emotional. I know Alex, I met her personally. I know the baby. It's our first molecular baby in Dublin. We're so happy, and we have a lot of stories to share. So yes, absolutely. And yes, people deserve to know that there is something now available that can impact their lives in a very positive way through this breakthrough. And the bigger is the breakthrough, the bigger is the opportunity. Now, for the next few minutes, I would like to take you for a journey to the most exciting and extraordinary destination. I am talking about our freedom. It's a time freedom, family freedom, financial freedom, and freedom of choices. For me, joining this company wasn't a decision. It was actually something that I had to do. It was something that made me understand that every single person on the earth deserves to know about this astonishing technology that can enhance both health and wealth. I came across this information after I faced a serious health challenge that dramatically could change my life forever. And at that point of my life, I realized that I need something more than supplements, oils, herbs, and all other natural treatments. So something that could help my body to enhance the immune system. And Elena already told about this technology, that turning on the body's self-healing mechanism, not do anything else, doesn't do anything else. It's turning on the body's self-healing mechanism. So while recovering from the surgery, I started to search and research. I did search on Google. Elena said she didn't, but I did because I didn't know about other platforms to use and to reach the information. So it took me almost 4 months until one night I came across the Elena's post and on Facebook, and everything started from there. So this was the point where I met Elena and her extraordinary story about her daughter and how her daughter got her life back. I decided to give it a try since this technology has zero toxicity in the human body. After a very short period, I realized that this is something that everybody deserves to know. And this is why I had a closer look at the business side of the company. And why I did that? Well, first of all, because this company is the first and only Redox company in the world. There is no competition, because there is no harm to any living body, and because everybody needed, and just only 1% of the globe know about it. And they yet have something that nobody even get close to achieve it. So this made me understand that this opportunity is endless, and this company is happy to pay a thank you commission for everyone who's sharing their experience and sharing the story and connecting people with this amazing technology. So from a business point of view, this company meets all the requirements and criteria to be the choice to go for, but is not what actually attracted me to this company. The most it was their ethos, which says people first, people matter. So with this in mind, I'll go further and let me take you to the point, because success doesn't happen with the luck. It's not happening with the luck. I'm still waking up in the morning early, I'm getting ready, I'm prioritizing my goals, everything about like a traditional business, like a normal business. So we have to take this opportunity very serious. And it's not enough to know everything about the technology or about the compensation plan or about the product. It's crucial to have the right people beside you at the right time. So this company is offering a large range of tools, leadership programs, consultation, and at no extra cost. We have access to the top class business coaches, and this makes you feel like you're having your own business, but you never run your business on your own. We are franchising web shops. We're provided with the personal virtual offices, and it's very easy to share this to the people who get interested in the technology and the business side also. And we are building this in 33 countries. So the company now facing a momentum growth because it's already 10 years on the market. And so what that means? That means if somebody decides to take the journey, this is the right moment. This is exactly the right moment that they can jump in. So the right time is now, because the financial opportunity and the impact that this technology has on people's lives is simply mind-blowing. We are building assets and we're building a legacy business for the next generations. When it comes to maximize the earning potential, you have to point some things, some very, very important things. And this is your desire, the hunger, as Elena said, she's hungry to know more about it. She's hungry to deliver this information to the people, and how badly you want to do that. And the first and very first, you have to use the product. You have to have your own story. You have to share your testimonials, and then the business just starting. It's not just taking the products and sell them. We're not doing that. This company not doing that. This is completely different approaching, because this is a relationship company. This is a people company. So you want to do a good for the world. You want to be a force of good in the world. You'll put the molecules in yourself first. You'll have your results. Even you are healthy, you want to maintain your health. You are struggling, you want to take your health back. You are healthy and wealthy, you want to maintain that, and you want to share with others. So whenever point of your life is now, where you are now, how you're feeling now, we all need those redox molecules in order to keep ourselves happy, healthy, and yet wealthy. So as I said, there is few points as following: your desire, the hunger, your belief, and your conviction in the product, and how deeply you believe in the value that you can bring to the people. Your work ethics and your discipline, because with no discipline, you cannot succeed in any of the businesses. It doesn't matter which one. Your attitude and your mindset. So the attitude of gratitude. We have to be grateful for the information that we received today, and to be grateful that every single morning we are opening our eyes and we're starting from there. The attitude of the positive expectations, the attitude of self-employer, of self-motivation, out of self-functioning. You have to have your skills, your habits. You'll know what to say, who to talk to, what business tools to use, and how to help others to duplicate you. So this is very important point I wanted to share. Very important. That this particular business, we don't need to be a scientist. We don't have to be doctors. We don't have to be a professional business person, a professional networker. Okay, we simply have to be duplicatable. Whatever we do, we'll duplicate, and that point will be that your business will start to grow. So the best thing is to do is to keep it simple as possible. So the compensation plan is the perfect balance to attract new people, and also to support the leadership programs for those who want to do this as a lifestyle, not a part-time business or full-time business, like a lifestyle business. And there is 8 different ways to reward by the company to be rewarded. So this is a business that brings together so many people, talented people who could never achieve this success in the traditional businesses. And it doesn't matter at what point in your life you are today, in order to achieve the success you believe you deserve, you have to stay long in the game. This game, redox molecules, game with the... So long enough until you'll develop your confidence and your conviction that the product does what it says it does. The conviction that you know these redox molecules are truly one of the greatest breakthrough that we are seeing in our lifetime. And the network marketing business model is truly the finest business model that can deliver this technology for any kind of people in a very efficient way that any other business model. This is where word of mouth truly shows its potential. You have to find the reason why you want to be part of ASEA family, and the reason has to be bigger than the challenge. So here in ASEA, we are all part of a big team. There is a team of consumers who will deliver the testimonials, share their testimonials, and will inspire others who are struggling, and team of business builders who will deliver this breakthrough and the opportunity to the world. So after you'll watch a very, very short, but very, very meaningful video, you'll understand why we are here today, why we decide to invest our time today to share this life-changing information with you. And if I can share the screen, if you have a permission.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I'm getting so emotional every time because I know a lot of people from that video, our partners. We met them last year in February in Lyon, in France. And unfortunately, we couldn't, we personally, we trio, I'm talking about myself, Maria and Elena, we couldn't join them this year because of the COVID restrictions, you know, but I'm sure we'll do that very, very soon. So the CS Advanced Life Foundation, it was created in 2015 and nowadays continue to help alleviate food insecurity and economic hardship during the COVID-19. The foundation has pledged to donate $60,000 over the next 6 months to the newest partner, the Global Food Banking Network, to support food banks in Central America and Southeast Asia. Yeah, so I just read this thing. It's very, very new, so sorry for my reading. I'm not that good at reading. I have to talk and speak loudly. So Emilio, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to share what we have. And I will be so happy to share my own testimonials. I have a lot of testimonials, not just one. And also we have here Svetlana, who have an amazing story with a very, very big change in her health. So I'll be happy to share if
Go ahead, ladies. Keep going. Keep going. I want to hear more.
Yeah, so thank you so much, and really, really appreciate everything you did for us. So I met this technology in December 2019, so I'm 1 year already in these molecules. And how we now know, and we saw that Elena's amazing presentation by a very, very simple way, why we have to take these molecules for good, forever. This is not something that you take 1 day or 1 week and say, no, nothing happened. This is not works like that. So people have to understand that your body, I'm talking about people with health challenges, not about the healthy one. Healthy one just can take like prevention or to maintain the health that they have, or if they are athletics, they are sport people, then they can enhance the endurance, the recovery time. It's amazing. But for those who challenge, who facing the health challenges, I'm talking about those. So our body didn't damaged in 1 week or 1 month or 1 year. There was years before the problem starts, before some abnormal cells came, before some tissue get damaged. Before everything happened bad, there was a years to come. And then you can add emotional mind problem, emotional problem, your overall health, how your base, how you grow. So very, 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 very many, like very important to know the many things impacting these health challenges when we are adults, okay? And even with the children. So I understood that I need this supplement to take as long as I'll live. And now I know that company preparing something much bigger than this. I don't know, we don't know what is this, but what we know that they are the first and only Redox company in the world, number 1. And number 2, they opened this year, 2020, they opened the first and only Redox laboratory inside of the company, which they will be in partnership with medical universities from America and then from around the world. So this is something huge. This is not something just made and then somebody will forget about it. And this is something huge. So who's seeing the big picture will understand that this is something that you have to take like part of your life, part of your daily routine. You have your coffee, you have your water, you have your meals. You have to have your Redox. You have to have your Redox.
Yeah, and we have to make sure to explain to the people this is not addiction. That doesn't give you addiction. This is not like it's overdose. No, when you take too much, kind of, it's nothing happened. They go back like a salty water. But what happened? I love smart questions. What happened when you don't take Elena? Why I say I feel like 40 and I'm nearly 60. When you stop to take, Emilio, this, your body will do their own redox signaling molecules. When you are 70, it's natural. It's like everybody's proving. 10% your body will do this redox signaling molecules. You know what it means? The signal, when something is wrong in your body, something attack your body, it's very low. So why they say, oh, she's 70, she said, no, she can't get this surgery. Oh, no, she has diabetes. It can't be open up the heart or something. Why? Because the body get lower and lower immune system redox signaling molecules, antioxidants. So when you don't take, nothing happened. Because I have questions like, okay, Elena, but what happened when I don't take? Nothing happened. You have your normal level of redox signaling molecules in your body, like 30, 20, 50. So it's not addiction. It's just you need that to keep your level higher and higher and higher or healthy. Or somebody said to me, Elena, but don't tell me you'll not die anymore. Emilio, in 1 year, I got lots of questions. So we don't only study what's going on. The people, interaction with people, I say, no, I didn't say you won't die, but you slower the aging program, you lower the possibility to get sick. You could die not for disease, cardiovascular disease, heart attack, no. So this, you lower the chance to get this. This is happened. Not like you don't die any time, you know. So this is, sorry I interrupt you, but I want to make sure
No,
people
no, thank you.
not
Thank you. No problem in
understand
discussion,
it's
yeah.
addiction or you have to. No, you don't have to.
You don't have
You
to.
have to only if you want to have good energy, doesn't matter the age, good focus, avoid Alzheimer. Yes, I'm not afraid to say that because everything is in a cellular level. Keep your cells healthy and then your heart is healthy, your pancreas is healthy, your brain is healthy. It's simple. In this way, we understand like a simple paper. So now I think, Svetlana, you're ready for your fantastic, bombastic testimony. Please.
Thank you, Elena. Hi, my name is Svetlana, and I'm living in Ireland as well. I'm a medical nurse, but I'm not practicing at the moment because of my health problem. So 34 years ago, I was involved in a really, really bad car accident where I was taking from that car, like the car was like a metal ball of metal, and I was taking from that car out. Where the worst was, the biggest, that the payload was in my head. I had 2 broken discs on my back. I had broken legs, broken hands, a lot of other problems. That was 43 years ago. And this amount of time, I was trying everything what was coming new, any type of massage, any acupunctures, the best medicine, because I was believing too much, because I did medicine, so I believe so much in medicine, all the painkillers. I was long time in antidepressants, painkillers, where my doctor didn't want to prescribe me anymore because he said it's too much. We have to stop, but I couldn't because I was all the time in pain. Imagine all this time, almost 18 years, it's only my life just starts. I was really, really young lady. So I should do everything, but I couldn't do in the same time nothing because of my problem what I had after the car accident, or I was 6 months in the hospital. I was not able to walk, but I started to walk from the beginning like a small baby. I just imagine myself, because I go through that. I pass myself only this situation all this time. I had a lot of anxiety, depression all this time. I had headache every single day, dizziness, fogginess, really, really bad sleep. I had almost 30 years where I hadn't sleep, only 2-3 hours in the night. And the morning I was getting really, really in a bad pain, bad mood. My kids, even when they saw me in the morning, they even didn't ask me anything because they know I'm a really bad pain. Really bad, and really was hard to get out from the bed. Couldn't walk for a long time. No energy, really, really tired all the time. And again, I was like not a normal woman where like I live my normal life. And thanks God, that's end of January, I met Natalia, Elena, and and Maria. So thanks to all of you. So I was just proposed, it was proposed for me just a small tester, like a gel, where I came and I applied to my back. But I forget to tell that in the past 3 years, I was sleeping in the mat. It's a small mattress where it was with the needles. So I was sleeping when I was wake up in the nighttime. I was taking that small mattress and I was putting under my back, just at least, just to release the pain. So imagine three years in a row just to sleep on the needles, like on your back. So and then when the first time I was applying that gel in the nighttime, oh my God. And in the morning, actually, when I wake up, I realized that I didn't use the mattress with the needles. For me, it was wow. I said, I can't understand. I can't believe that I not use, and I was sleeping, oh my God, like a baby. I never, even 1 minute, I never wake up in the nighttime. I said, wow. Next day, I was asking Natalia, what is that? What can I buy? And then you, Elena, you just offer me again one small tester. Then after that, definitely I was joining and I was I bought. I didn't, I care about the business, something else. The most important for me was just I want something or thanks God that I met these amazing molecules. And now I'm totally like almost free of pain, where again, I didn't say that I had my bones start to degenerate. So thanks God, now I'm really and much better. And thanks to Asia, thanks to you girls, and all the best to everyone. But the molecules, they are doing amazing things.
So Svetlana, do you
Yes.
drink and the cream as well, or you just?
Yes, the first time I was just using the cream, the gel. Okay, the gel, because through our pores, so the gel, it's getting into your bloodstream, and you see the action straight away. So I was applying the gel the first time because I said I don't need, I'm okay inside, you know, I don't need the molecules in the liquid version. Then after that, I understand we have to take inside and out, because you take inside, so they start to do the job. So the body is recognizing straight away, and the body is starting doing amazing thing inside. And then through yes, and then through the gel, through your skin, so you do inside, so out, inside out, and through outside, with the gel from outside in. Yes.
Yeah.
So ladies, who can answer this? Let's say you have X type of problem, right? Now, do you buy a bottle and it comes with a certain instruction saying, okay, drink, sip every certain hours, or you just administrate it the way you want, or depending on the condition, is the instruction that you receive? How does it work depending on the condition?
May I answer this, please?
Yes. Yes,
So,
Elena, answer and I'll answer as well.
Okay, then here we go, Natalia.
Yeah, it's very simple, Emilio. Yes, of course, on the bottles, on the gel, we have all the instruction, how to use, how much to drink, when, how. But this is all about country regulations, okay? You will find in the bottle. So here is the moment that we are reading between the lines. You will find on the bottle to not give to children under 12 and the women who breastfeeding. Hello? Okay, how? We have a molecular baby in Dublin. So people have to understand, people have to read between the lines. There is zero toxicity. You can drink gallons, not one bottle. You can drink 1 gallon per day, step by step, if you afford it, okay? Body will take what it needs to detect, repair, protect, and so on, okay? And the rest of the molecule, the rest of the ASEA drink, it will go back in salt and water. That's it. So there is no toxicity, meaning there is no overdose. So on the bottle, to answer your question, we have here on the bottle, take ASEA twice per day for 120 mils per day, never exceed the dose. Reading between the lines, okay? Do not use for persons under the age of 12. Okay.
Why is that?
Going back, this is the regulations of Ireland. Because of all the supplements in all the shops, you'll find this: do not exceed the dose, don't give to your children under 12, and so on. But we're going back to the certificate, zero toxic. That's it. Zero toxic. I have 3 children. And before, you know, I have a life before ASEA and life after ASEA. Before the molecules, after the molecules. All of us who using the molecules know that. So before the molecules, when the children has a sore throat, headache, temperature, stomach bug, vomiting, whatever, diarrhea, whatever you do, being a parent, we know we're going to certain medications, one for throat, one for belly, one for stomach, one for diarrhea. We don't read the side effects because your mind will go away. You don't read anything of those medication. You just give it to your child because you want to take him out from the pain or from the temperature or so on. What I'm doing now, I'm taking gel this one. Sorry, this one. I'll spread the body. I'll do the massage everywhere on the body. 2 shots of ASEA. Second day he going to school. No temperature, no sort of. We spraying ASEA in the mouth. We spraying in the eyes. We spraying in the, maybe if there is something on the skin, with like a cut, like knife cut, like accident in the kitchen or something happened. You'll spray the molecules a little bit, then you apply the gel. You look at the watch, in 10 minutes, everything is finished, closed, the wound is closed, that's it. So going back to your question, yes, on the bottle, on the gel, you'll find, do not exceed your dose, 120 mils per day. Do not give to children under the age of 12, okay? This is the regulation of the country, again. What we know from the certificates, not what I am telling. This is third-party authority. This is not ASEA telling, not the company telling. There is a third-party authority, 5 laboratories, the big in the world. They'll say there is a redox and there is no toxicity. So from here,
It's up to you. It's up to you, actually.
Yeah.
It's up to you. It's native. If it's in your body, Emilian, how harm you? But they have to put regulation,
Also,
rules everywhere.
Also, we are here for any person who needs to know more. We are personally take our time, explain everything. If it get in contact with us, Emilio, anything they need to know, we are here for them. Yeah, that's why it's
Because we can't cover everything, you know.
everything.
Now.
It's a lot of information. It's a lot.
We use for a year. We read for a year. It's a year just for use the molecules. Yeah.
yeah. So do we have
Thank
time,
you.
Emilio?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was telling about my story and I have to go back.
Yeah.
So I met this after I had the surgery, after I had the challenge. And that particular challenge, a lot of people going through, unfortunately. So for me, the only way to solve that problem at that time, it was the surgery. The only thing, it was the surgery. And then after the surgery, they will give you a certain treatments. And a lot of people understand what I'm talking about. So you can choose whether you have them or not. But if you're not doing that, then you are exposed to do another bad cells in the future, they say. So I met this technology. I said no to the treatments before I knew the redox molecules. I said no. I took the very, very big risk. But after the surgery, what happened, they surgically induced the menopause. This was the thing, to induce the menopause. So I was waking up another person from the surgery with a lot of side effects of the surgery, side effects of the treatment that I get at very, very... I was waking up another... I'm okay?
Yeah.
I can hear myself again. So at that point, it was very new for my body, and my body was in shock. It was in a shock because one day before I was like this, and second day I was like that. So like that means with the menopause, the body, I'm still young. I consider myself very young. And the thing that I wake up with the menopause, the body was in shock. So the body didn't know how to react. So I came home with completely be awake during the night with a lot of night sweatings, daily blushes and all those sweatings, very depressed, anxiety. I had panic attacks. I was doing panic attacks from nothing. I was looking in the window, and if something there, it was heart beating. So it was, but I was conscious about everything happening to me. So this was the point that I'm very, very grateful, and I thank to God that I know everything what happened. I understood what happened to me, and I understood that I have to look for something to help my immune system and my body for the future, you know, to not develop any other bad things in the future. So this was the point when I started to look, and I find the Redox molecules. I met Elena, I met their stories. I found a lot of things, and I start to use it. When I start to use it, I share with a few friends, Maria as well, and with my son, my oldest son. So my oldest son has a bacteria for 2.5 years, the bacteria in the stomach. And a lot of people has that bacteria, but mostly that bacteria not going to go out from the body, never, or mostly with at least two antibiotics, if not 3. 2, this is the treatment, the chemical treatment. So nothing happened. Then we go to the nutritionist, to professional clinic with professional nutritionist. She put us on the supplementation. She did a lot of things. She said 100% he will go to rid of the bacteria. But why we was concerned, not about he has no pain, it's just you know, a discomfort. I would say discomfort, not pain. But mostly what it was with him being a young man, age of 17 at that time, 18, it was about a very, very bad smell in the mouth. So it was impossible to have a conversation with him. He understands that have a problem. He will go back and he will have no friends, no social life, nothing, just going to school, coming back, going to school, coming back. We bought a lot of things for the mouth cleaning, everything possible you can find in the shops, everything to wash, to take, to chewing, whatever it was, we bought everything. We spent a lot of money in that summer. It was a summertime, nothing happened. So nothing happened, that's it. We say, okay, this is it, you know, maybe with the time, maybe. So when he started to drink the molecules, he didn't use the gel, just the molecules. 1 cup in the morning and 1 cup in the evening. The bottles coming with this small cup, 60 mils. I don't know if you can see, just, yeah, small cup. So after 12 days, his bacteria went out from the body through the bowel. And I said, how this possible? And like Elena said, I have to research, to read. We was meeting almost every week, and we was sharing what happened on Alexandra, what happened with Robert, and what happened to me. So for me, in the next month, I had a very, very good energy, baby sleep in the nighttime. All the fog from the brain went, no anxiety, no panic attacks, no depression. A lot of energy, a new life, new way to see the things, to meet with people, to go out, to put makeup on, a lot of things to go through, and a lot of new things to do. It was something unbelievable. And I was looking like, I always ask Elena, because she was an expert, you know, at that time she was our expert, and she is today also, and said, Elena this, Elena is this one. So she said, look what happened to Alex. Look what happened to Alex. And then when I met Alex, her baby hair started to grow like this. And she was putting the styling gel on the hair to put the hair back, because everything was like the second head. She was so funny. So yeah, so for me, I had a lot of no night sweating anymore. No night sweat. This is, oh my God, this is for women who going through the menopause. They know exactly what I mean. This is unbelievable. And this is going to be sold very, very fast with taking the molecules, even for women who's over 50, over 60, whatever happened, like maybe even the menopause came naturally, doesn't matter. The blushes through the day, the night sweats, the mood, depression, energy. What happened with the skin for those who are menopause? The skin become very, very dry. In 1-2 weeks time, after the surgery, I could see my hands like an 80 years lady. Everything was shrink like this. There is no elasticity. The body is in shock. It cannot produce the collagen, the elastin anymore. then what happened? The bone degeneration. You're losing a lot of calcium. You have your that type of pain that you cannot even explain from what they're coming. So everything slowly by slowly, time by time, you have to give your body time to take the molecules from outside and to see what's going on inside and where those molecules need to go first. Because we don't know. Maybe I said, okay, I can't sleep, I'll take for a sleep. Okay, maybe I'm not going to sleep another month, but in the same month, molecules will detect in the body something much important than my sleep disorders. Much important. Maybe some liver cells, maybe some, I don't know, kidney cells, maybe brain cells, maybe thyroid cells. We don't know. They're going through, you know, they're going through the body. The first thing they do is to detect. So what happened when we go into the doctors? To detect the problem, we have to do what? Blood tests, MRI, CT scan, what those old hormone tests from the blood, urine, whatever they ask, they are doing, they try to detect, because there is no other way to detect. This is the way. What the molecules do, they detect straight away. So I'm going to have my blood tests, the blood tests coming back, and the doctor will say, looks like your liver is not well. We'll give you some tablets from the liver, from liver to heal your, okay. I have a lot of friends, doctors, where we've been very good friends before the molecules. You know, we're not friends anymore. It's just hi, hello. So they always said, oh my God, Natalia, don't look at the, you know, at the leaflet inside. Don't read it, just take it, whatever. You have this, you have to fix it. You have this, you have to fix it. Okay, so it will give me for liver, and I will destroy my kidney, my vitamins in the body, whatever. They'll give me for thyroid, I will destroy the liver, the kidney, whatever it's going to, you know, my body to use all the systems to get out of the toxins. Okay, so they cannot detect the problem, and it's not their fault. They cannot open the body and to look inside, but the molecules can. They do that. You drink them, they'll detect the problem in the body. You'll want to grow your hair back, but they'll go and they'll go to thyroid to do the hormone balance. You want to take them from the stomach pain, they'll detect the liver cells, abnormal, not abnormal, but unhealthy, let's say, okay? So it's very, very interesting. They are so smart. They are amazingly smart because they are bioproduct of our own cells. So this is amazing. And when you see all the picture, full picture, and when you understand why you need these redox molecules, then you'll know that you need them all your life. So, you know, people said, oh, that's expensive. Yes, if I'll give for free for somebody, it's not going to have any value. Or whatever you'll say to the people, there'll always be something that you know, will be hard to understand why they need these redox molecules for good. So this is my story, this is my testimony, this is my opinion, personal opinion. I have to say the disclaimer that this product doesn't cure, treat, prevent, or prevent any disease, okay? Those molecules will turn on the body self-healing mechanism, that's it. Our body is very smart. It's the most intelligent network, most smart creature on the planet. The body will know exactly what to do. And this is not we are saying. There is a pubmed.gov. It's a governmental global website where all the scientists, all the doctors, all the big people will put the very fresh news about everything they discover. So if you're going on pubmed.gov and read redox signaling, there will be 33,000 articles now, today. Now, they start to know. So this is 5 years time, everybody will have in the kitchen a bottle and a gel. This is first aid in the house. This is first aid. Whatever happened to you, this is first aid. So now 1% from the globe know about it. I say that already. And you know, we are results of our choices. I love that of Elena presentation. We will choose what we need. Everybody will choose what they need.
And doesn't matter what they choose now, these molecules, millions was 10 years ago on the market, and they will be for the rest of our lives. So here it's about your choice, your decision. The molecules will be there. The people who use depends on what you choose today, this message, this product. So now, anyway, when you say too much is too much, but anyway, the opportunity was fantastic. And me and Natalia and Maria and Svetlana will say thank you very, very much for your time and for this opportunity.
Okay, so let's do a quick review of this. Now, we have our life. We're all alive, right? So let's say this floor right here is a whole cellular system, right? So
Yeah.
this cellular system is what controls everything going on with all the organs, right? So the cellular system right here, and it communicates with all the organs. So there's tons of organs and there's millions of functions between each other, right? So with time, over the period of time, from 0 to during your whole life, this starts going like this down, right? Slowly deteriorates, right? Life deteriorates little by little. And this means, in the practical way, that this cellular level starts to lose quality connections with all the living function, right? Little by little. Sometimes a little more on certain aspects. Let's say a person that has a problem in the liver. That means that cellular connection got a little more compromised, right? So with all the organs and all life in general, that communication starts to lose quality. Now with the molecules that you have, they just go directly to make a better ground of the cellular level, right? And once that gets better, all the communications in health get better, right? Let's say you have a problem, you're losing your hair, right? So once you fix what gives the nutrition to everything in the life, it fixes the floor, right? And then that betters the communication with the hair loss or whatever the problem is, right? That's what it is, basically. What you have, the molecules fix the cellular level, and that fix anything that has an issue, right? So you don't really have to break your head thinking, how do I fix this? You see, the medicine makes it very complicated. That's why the pharma wanted to buy these people out, because they're going to run out of business if people start curing their things directly by fixing the main issue of all, and then you don't need more medicine. So they'll be out of business, right? So they don't want you to know these things. Yeah. And the way we find out is through people like you sharing their experiences, right? And I think who can't benefit from this? Nobody. Everybody can benefit. And I think sometimes we think our lives are normal because we're not in terrible pain sometimes. But anyway, if you drink this or consume this, your life will start doing from this, it's going to start finding a balance. And even the curve can go up in quality of life. Let's say you have the same person starts at 20 years, right? And they start drinking alcohol, smoking, and all the bad life, right? And this person, if it continues to do that, maybe the cellular level is going to end up breaking out at 55 years old, right? Now, the same person at 20 years old starts, and they're not drinking much. They're having a normal life. They eat meat. They don't exercise much, but they do better than the one that is doing drastically bad, right? So their level on normal conditions is going to last to 65, let's say. And then you have the same person at 20 starting with a really, really good balance in everything. They don't drink, they don't smoke, they eat vegetables, mostly fruits. So their normal life is going to be up to 85, let's say, right? But if you consume these molecules, in each case, that person's going to be able to extend their lives a little bit more because it's going to be fixing, right? Whatever it is. I recommend, on top of consuming this, have a good lifestyle. Good lifestyle is what gets you where you are today. Drink a lot of water, do exercise, don't exceed the consumption of meats, of tobacco, and all these things. And along that, if you can add the molecules, imagine how your lifestyle can improve. Because
Exactly.
I don't want to live forever, but I want to have a quality life. I don't want to end up in a hospital bed one day in pain and dying there with my relatives next to me. I want to end up traveling the world, not 110 years old, and be able to function here in the body, right? And then die whenever it has to be, but in quality. Nobody has to end up in pain with these big sacrifices because we just don't have the education. Right now, you know, what I want to share with the people here, these ladies are not here for the business. These ladies found out about something that works, and because they did so good in their own experiences for them and people they know, that now they're here just because they want to share this. They want you to benefit from it. So you don't have to be only blinded by the big pharma industry. So you know what, this is your solution, but that, you know what, then you have to be covering holes a lot. And when in your older age, you start consuming medications, but then they're so damaging for other things that then you have to choose. Do I get better of this or just make a bigger hole in my other area of life? And then you have too many holes that at a certain age you can't handle anymore, right? And you end up dying sooner than you had to. You don't have to die sooner than you have to, really, if you really take care of yourself. And this is going to be in addition to health. It's not like an extra medication, a good this is something that your body produces. But sometimes our lifestyles get us in these big holes of health where we don't know how to. For example, I've been with a lot of headaches in the last year, and I've been drinking, I don't know, all types of medication for this, but I'm damaging my liver because I also have liver issues. So then you're trying to cover all these holes because it's medicine. Now, if I just go to this now, this can solve me the whole thing. I can just get rid of medicine. My lifestyle is going to go up, live better, longer, right? That's the whole concept.
So now, Emilio, you have your headache, you have your liver damaged, okay? Now, when you start to take the molecules, you don't know what they're going to fix the problem. You don't know. Maybe there is in the body something much important. There are damaged cells of the liver or damaged cells of the something that the molecule will detect. What
is the cause? What caused your headache? Yeah.
Maybe it can be I don't know, the gallbladder. Maybe there can be something else in the. We don't know.
We can't suppose. No, the body do the job. You have to find the cause first. The cause, and before we work on prevention, but first you have to cause why you have headache, why you have blood pressure. I have a friend, it's a dear friend of mine, and she has oscillation blood pressure and sleepy problems. And she took the molecules 1 month and she said, Elena, no, look, I still can't sleep and I still have that. You know what she did? She went to the doctor to detect what gave her the sleeping problems. If she stay in the molecules will detect. Maybe she has a pancreas problem, create the sleep problems.
Yeah.
No, and you know, I listened. You got the point very well, Emilio. You said we go that, and maybe if you get the results, the foundation our bodies on a cellular level. And you get the signal. But listen, another one small thing, the signal not just get bad or worse, the signal could be confused. And here comes the autoimmune disease. Do you know what it means? Confuse the signal. So just I give you Crohn's disease, when the intestines are killing each other, autoimmune disease. I talk about intestines now, not about brain. So what happened there? Because the signal on a cellular level on the intestines, it's confused. The moment when the immune system is going up, they kill each other because they are in the good bacteria. Good bacteria is good bacteria, but the signal is wrong and they think the bacteria is wrong and they start to attack itself. It's the same in the brain. Or the allergies. Emilio, I studied something about allergies. Oh yeah, I'm allergic to nuts, to milk. No. Again, it's about the signal. Again, it's about Redox signal and molecules. The moment when you eat a nut, they confuse, they think that is bad for you. and they attack you. How they attack? Maybe you can't breathe, maybe you get red, and that is allergies. Is the confusing signal, because red signal molecules. Yeah.
Inflammation usually.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
this is the result. Attack. Immune disease, allergies, it's everything about the signal on a cellular level. If your cells are healthy, you are healthy. Doesn't matter where are the cells.
It's like
Elena,
yeah, go ahead.
I want to say, just mention, Natalia said it's like first aid in the house. It doesn't matter what you have, like my child Bern, he put all the cup tea on his leg, very big burn. You know, if you put the gel, it will go pinch very fast in few seconds, but after that, the pain is gone, it's gone. And he applied gel. It's for anything in the house. If you eat something and you felt your stomach poison, you take cup of ASEA and in 10 seconds, maybe you can feel better. You know, it's first aid. It's first aid. It's like amazing. It's not just
yeah, and then again, Emilio, you pointed very, very well about the lifestyle. Of course, if you choose to do something for your body at the cellular level, you're not going to continue in the same way if your lifestyle it was a little bit bad, you know. You'll reduce your alcohol, you'll reduce your meat intake, you'll reduce your bad things that you used to do before, and you only increase your water intake. Why? Because the signaling will grow, will be much better, and the cells will detoxify 4 times faster. So when the cells detoxify 4 times faster, then you have to put the water in the system and then to flush out. And this is the point when you're having the results, because we all need to understand that when we at the point in the life that we want to help ourselves, we have to get rid of some things that make harm for our body. It's not good. And this is not that I'm becoming now vegan, or I'm not drinking a glass of wine, or I'm not going, to have some, I don't know, snacks or something. I will, but I'll be careful now. I'll reduce that type of lifestyle from before, and I will start to help myself, and I will take more. I will grow the water intake, because you have to flush out the toxins every single day. It's wrong. Believe that we are detoxify our body 2 times per year, after winter and after, I don't know, autumn or something. No, wrong. We're taking toxins every single day. So how should I wait 6 months to detoxify my body? I have to do this every single day. How? Now we have molecules. If I have molecules to help myself, then I'll increase the water intake. And I know that I'll do very good for myself. And yes, sometimes a lot of things happening in the body with food poisoning, with, children eating things. So this is extremely powerful. You take 1 shot, 2 shots of ASEA. Again, there is no overdose, and you do this. You're just taking, and everything will be fixed. Then I have my mother. She's 69. She had 2 surgery for both her eyes, or something happened in the back of her eyes. So at that point, I met these molecules. I talked to her about it. She said, no, I don't understand too many things, but if you say it works, it works. So I sent her, and she was keeping the bottles with the sprays. We're using a small bottles. We just bought them from the shops. Yeah, small bottle. We put these molecules in and we spray. So I asked her to spray in her eyes, and it's amazing recovery. It was amazing recovery after such a big surgery in her both eyes. Then I have a testimony of my very good friend. Actually, 2 of them. One is friend, but somebody. It's just from Facebook, person who I know. So they both was for 4 years on the depression and anxiety tablets from doctors with prescriptions, or going every single every 6 months to the blood test and so on. Young ladies, very young ladies. I think one of she's 30. So that specific lady, I asked her to do a testimonial for me. I recorded, but it's in Romanian. I recorded. for us to share with others and to inspire others. So young lady, no children, she got depressed, she got anxious because of her job. I don't know what job she have, I didn't ask. And she'd been sending by even to psychiatrists because she was she was told that she could harm herself. So they will tell you something that you will start to believe it because you are ill and you understand that there is a problem with your brain. So she was on the pills 1.5 years, and in 3 months of molecules and gel on the thyroid, gel on the glands and molecules intake. She got treated completely. She took the pills because here is the system. You have to go to take your tablets every single month or once in 3 months. Otherwise, they will call you to ask you, did you change your doctor? Did you change your pharmacy? Because it's shown in the system that you didn't took out your tablets. So she went, she took the tablets, but she didn't take it. And she said, Natalia, I can't believe it just from this. And I said, what are you doing now, like without the pills? Like she's sleeping, she having a lot of energy, she even now thinking to have a baby, and like very positive results. And she said, now I'm keeping the molecules because of the side effects of those tablets during 1.5 years. She had a very sensitive stomach, and whatever she will eat, very, very healthy, good, doesn't matter what, she will have like a balloon, you know, she will have that stomach, big stomach. So she said, yeah, so she said, every time I feel that, I will take 2 shots of ASEA and I'm done. I'm happy, I'm healthy. And another one, single mom with educating 10 years boy, 10 years of age. So she was on a thyroid dysfunction, 4 years on tablets, 4 years. And she started to lose her hair. She started to gain a lot of weight. She didn't care about what her child eating. The child became obese. Disaster. Both, I know them very well. And I talked to her in December when I made the technology, and she was so depressed, so anxious, so ill, so unhealthy. She couldn't hear. She couldn't hear my information. She couldn't hear my message. And after 6 months in June, I don't know how I came across her name on Facebook. I just asked her, how are you? And she called me and she started to cry. And she said, I cannot handle it anymore. I'm on the 4th chemical treatment. Nothing works for me. Everything coming worse and worse and worse. I cannot move. I have no energy. I can't sleep. I'm crying every day. I don't know why. And she's an HR. Yeah, sorry.
If you don't mind. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm sorry I interrupt you. Maybe you.
Okay, no problem. It's just that
talk. Yeah, I know we have lots of testimony, guys. We can keep going. But maybe Natalia will try to tell you now how I create our account, actually, Natalia.
There is a question about the account.
If somebody wants to start buying these, I mean, where should we send them? Should they contact you guys directly? Do you want to suggest that?
Yes. Yeah. The best way is to contact one of us by email, Maria, or so we will go through the information in private. Why? Because there is 5 steps actually. It's very easy to open an account. You are joining the company as a customer or as an associate. It depends what the person wants. It wants to try.
It's easy. It's simple. Yeah.
Yeah. It wants to try the product first and to see the results on herself, or wants to become associate, to start to share there is few advantages actually on discounted prices.
But they will find all this when they contact us. Yeah, they will find everything. Yeah.
We can invest our time to explain how they can join. This is free information. There's no problem, and there is no point to open now live and to show how it. Very, very easy. 5 steps to join. So you can join the company. You can have products, discounted products. It will be delivered directly to your door. If you are part of those 35 countries. And again, about the countries, we can give the information in private.
Yeah, but it's good that for them to know that not only they can buy products if they want, but they can start an account under any of your accounts. And then each time that they recommend that and people start making an account under their account, they can also get a commission out of all the sales.
Perfect.
Definitely.
Yes.
Right? So not only you can benefit, but then when you start recommending this and people open accounts, those people that buy, and after the people that buy after those people, those commissions can actually pay for your own products at a point, right?
Yes, this is very, very important to point, and thank you so much for that, Emilio. For example, there will be people who doesn't want to run the business properly and to invest the time in doing that, but they will be happy to recommend the products. So when they're happy to recommend the products, the company is happy to pay the thank you commission. So even though they'll have the loyalty points, they'll have products for free, they'll have a lot of advantages if they joining the company as an associate. And for example, now we know you through Maria. Okay, so Maria is our link. So if you like to give it a try, you like to fix your liver and headache, you will sign up with Maria's account. Okay, and the way when you join the company through Maria web shop, you will be provided with your own web shop. And when you want to recommend to others, you will share your web shop, and then that person will share their web shop. So this is like a chain. Okay, this is like networking that we are building this big community of consumers. And some of us at some point will see that it's very easy to recommend because you're talking for your own experience and you want to build this like a part-time income or full-time income.
Remember, guys,
and then the compensation plan is coming with eight ways of payments. But this is, again, it's a big, large topic, and we can discuss this into a business Zoom call.
Yeah, for more details, guys, just contact these ladies and they'll tell you all the information about the product and about the company and how can you get your own products paid by, because there's a lot of people out there they can get tremendous benefit, and they're also like social people, they're salespeople, they can get a lot of people to benefit from this and then subscribe, and a lot of people can make a lot of money actually. And then now another question that comes from this, talking about the cost. If I want to start changing my lifestyle and adding these products to my lifestyle like I should, do I need to be rich to have that incorporated? Say, you know what, I want to drink it every day, I'm going to have a zip, I'm going to have these creams. Is there a lot of cost involved here, really?
No,
Depends cost and comparison with what, Emilio? It's very vast thing, this thing. You compare the price with what? Your holiday, your car, your...
So I will ask you, for example, if you're smoking, then there is no cost. You can't compare. Like you spending your money already on the cigarettes, okay? If you do other things that you can replace those things with the molecules. But to answer straight away, to be very, very transparent, there is uncomparable low cost for such an amazing results. And the prices are vary in different countries because of the VAT and each country, okay? So America is the most lower prices they have. All America, Canada, Australia, they have a very low prices. And when I'm telling very low prices, it's like about $38 per bottle. So one bottle you'll drink 1 week if you want to maintain your health. You want to increase, then do your count. The same price is for one gel, $38. And you'll have your delivery at your door. This is not a buy and sell company. You'll join. Elena, can you mute yourself? Elena?
Don't sell.
Elena?
1 second.
Elena?
They're too anxious.
I got her.
Okay, thank you. So there is subscribe fee, like if you want to become associate, if you want to join the company like an associate and to get all the benefits, there is a $38, Robert, $40 per year, $40 per year. just to, this is money to manage the account. The company will manage your account. You have your professional website and your professional web shop, and you have a business ready to go with $40 per year.
Right.
And for this first year, excuse me.
This can be like a passive income, guys. You just set up your shop there and recommend people, and everything subscribe people, and you get a chain, and that's passive income.
This is amazing. You know, for the very first months in ASEA, I didn't get even to look at the business side. Like I said, I didn't look at the business side because for me, most important was to fix my health. But during my experience and during these months, the following months, when I see that from just telling my story, I have few hundreds euros in my account, then thousands, then I said, what is this like? And then products, because you are bringing loyalty points together, very, very big benefits inside the company. Then I got the products for free, products who costs a lot, like to have those products every single month for free. This is amazing. So there is few steps to follow, very simple steps. Everyone can do it, and everyone can do it, and I mean it. And it's just, you know, we have to know what that person want to be associated and to share to others, or just want to be the customer. That's it. If it's customer, it's customer. It will have access to his or her own shop, and every time when the person wants to buy something, it will go in the shop and buy something, and the commission will go to the person who recommends. So every time people under your organization will buy a product, every time you'll have a commission paid for the rest of your life. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, you want to guys add anything else before we wrap it up? But I'm going to add again for last time here, your information, so anyone can contact you directly. Let me know if you have any tip, anything you want to add to close this conversation. It's been very inspiring, because if you fix your health, everything else can get better.
Definitely. Yeah.
This is not something you're going to find out there advertised, because actually the pharmaceutical industry wants to buy this out, so they don't show it anymore. They don't want people to be depending on something that's going to cure you forever.
You know, there is a small story, very, very interesting, very important about the founders, that Verdis Norton, who is 80 of age now, he was a CEO and big guy, strategist, business strategist in the craft food. So he was rich already. And the son, Tyler Norton, he was in completely different traditional businesses. He was a CEO for other businesses. So they never ever was agree with the network marketing platform. They had, you know, like, oh my God, not network, not MLM companies, no. So when they found out that this is the quickest method, this is the best platform, the network marketing, the word of mouth, this is the only way actually to go to take these redox molecules to every single person on the globe. There is no other way, no other way. This was the only way to keep it safe inside the company, inside the platform, and to flow to all the people around the globe. So that's why they choose. There is a lot of skeptical people. Why this product is so good? Why it's a MLM? This is a pyramid. This is that. This is that. Guys, one question. Do you want to fix your health, or you want to research why it's network, why it's not network? Keep it simple. Do you need it? Yes or no? If it's yes, we'll show you how. If it's no, we wish you best of luck. God bless you.
Let me, it's finished, or I can read, I can say something also. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I would start my speech with how we can set our mind for a better life. When we faced with life, mindset is everything. My goal here is sound like how we can get people to change their life through a new cellular health technology. It is all about how we can keep our life positive and believe that someone's experience could help others to change the challenges they're going through. It is all depend how big your challenges are. When it comes to everyday living, we like to see around us happiness, love, peace, dreams come true. And the most important is health. When people have health, there is no place for suffer. And here I would like to express all my feelings to the people who are living with pain and don't know that exists something to help them in this matter. The reason I like to bring my story to the world is that nothing else in my life before had so big impact. And here I have to say to Emilio that I am happy and grateful to him that I have such an opportunity to share with the world what I feel when I can express all my feelings about this cellular health technology. It changed not just my health, but the way I am thinking and the way I am living. If you are looking for something new in life, something more fulfilling, exciting, a new path to travel on, you just found it. This is from me. It's like a small...
Thank you so much, Emilio, for
Thank
today.
you.
We're very grateful.
And for every effort from our team, we work teams. We all going with teams. Everyone who needs us, who can see us, welcome to contact us.
You guys focus on the way you want to feel. Actually, don't focus on the costs, but the way you want to see yourself, right? Because at the end, probably this is going to save you much more money than you would do with regular medicine, probably. Is there anything else that anyone wants to add here?
No, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time, Emilio. And happy birthday again.
Happy birthday, yes, to you.
Happy birthday.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. We'll be in touch very, very soon. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you
Happy
so much.
birthday again.
Thank you, and God bless
Okay.
all of
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, all of
Bye.
you.
Have a lovely evening. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.